so first of all, let's go up to our canvas. Select all of our current controls and just move them down to about right there right now. Right click on panel debug, go to UI, add a button. Rename the button current or CUR mem. Expand it, change its text to current mem, or you can try to write current memory in there. We're about to set its size to about half its size. Click on this button holding down the Alt key and click that one, but not on the text. My mistake. Okay, select the button current memory, make sure it gets selected, and then clicking on this, holding down the Alt key, select that button. Set the width to 100. Guess we should have set the width first. Click on that button and do that again. Select the button, make sure you don't select the text, and Control D to duplicate it. And you can do that to select it to the other side. BTM CLR mem. Clear the memory. Change the text to clear memory, CLR memory. Okay, grab the first label and duplicate it. Control D. Rename the duplicate LBL mem. Drag it up here. Change its width to 200. Drag it over where you can see it. Clear its text. Duplicate it. Drag it down below drag the duplicate down. Rename that one the duplicate LBL FPS. Now I'm going to drag all of these up to the very top because I like to have my buttons at the top. Okay. Duplicate both of our buttons. Select the first duplicate. Click on that button. Click on the bottom left so it goes down to the bottom left. Select the second duplicate and select, holding down the Alt key, bottom right. Rename the first one BTN Gen. Rename the second one BTN Close. Change their text to match their name. Okay. I'm going to drag them back up to the top. Double click on the FPS, LBL FPS. Scale it down just a little bit. Grab one of the buttons up on top and duplicate it. Just drag it down right next to it and then rename it X, or excuse me, change the text to X and then change the name to BTN Reset FPS. Then use the scale function up here to size it down to where it's just right over there. If you want to get OCD about it, go ahead. I am. Alright, drag the button up next to the close to the rest of them. Select all of the buttons. Click this little scroll down till you see where it says on click. Click this little button right there. Drag VS Lab 3 Common right there. Alrighty. Now, select clear memory. Click on the no function. You see all objects that we could call a function on. Go to VS Lab 3 Common and find clear memory and just select it. Current memory, do the same thing but to current memory. Generate will be, what is it? It's not generate, it's reset state. Close is close. Reset FPS is reset FPS. Okay, they're all set now. Let's put our two labels onto our common. Select our common, Well, let's put all of our labels onto our common. And you will notice that we have the two new labels down here. So text column to text column, text node index, text node index, Y to Y, row to row, so on. Now LBL FPS to LBL FPS, and LBL memory to LBL memory. Okay. Don't think I've missed anything here. Click the play button. I missed something. Yes I did. I missed something very big. Stop Unity. No, that's not what I missed. I do need to put in the index down here. Get CR index. Under the chunk code, chunk span. We gotta move chunk span to not be a static anymore. So that's going to cause a couple of errors over here. We can copy this, go down to our error. There we go. Replace all of these with mcommon. There we go. But I'm afraid we're going to have to debug this because I don't know what the bug was. My common cannot be equal to no. Oh, so simple. So simple. Disable U. Stop and disable U. But okay. Show me the error, Unity. Did I not drag the chunk preset onto? No, I did not. My mistake. And also, yeah, I've already done the active equal true. All right. There we go. And not very exciting. Go to here, I don't know, give it a chunk span of 5 and click the generate button again. There's 5. Give it 15. Start slowing down just a little bit. Our current memory is 46 megabytes. And a lot of that is Unity, so don't worry about it. When we go to, that's why we start doing the test build. We want to actually see the memory that we're using. A part of this is the editor. So I'm going over to here. So I have to pause right now because we don't have our controls in place yet. Now generate again. See, maximum screen, it actually looked better. It didn't jump quite so much. We are still using about 46 megs. Not bad at all. All right. Let's get to it. Let's go over, set up our controls, and then we'll do a test build. And then we'll go do fences. Actually, fences will be the next playlist, next tutorial. Alrighty, let's get going. These are pretty much where I want them. You might want to snug them up a bit to give us plenty of room under the canvas. So grab our original group of controls. Come on. Oh, I'm in game view. Snug them up a little bit because we are definitely going to be squinching stuff up in here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 labels and 11 IFs, or input fields. And we also need a drop-down field. Let's start with the drop-down field. I tell you what, let's start with another panel. Separate this stuff. We're going to leave it stretch. I'm going to select that button to resize it. And just pull it right down to here and right up above our other two buttons. Okay. Probably won't need it at all, but what the heck. UI, right click on the panel, UI, drop down. And no, I don't want the internal. I want the actual button. The arrow, the translation arrow will be below the button, or below the control, because it's actually showing the entire, sizing it to the entire list of items in the drop-down control. And let's set those real fast. We'll need 5 total. We go to our input enum to get them, and just put them in the exact same order. None, place, material. Need 2 more. Erase and identify. And that'll work. I don't think we got the property in there, or the method in there yet. But I'm going to go ahead and add the method and just check. Did I put it in there? No, we'll put them in there in a minute. Alright. So select all of these items. Label nugget index, label column index, label Y, label row, label shape, label mat. Can you copy and paste these? I've never tried, or I might have tried, I just don't remember. I'm going to copy, Control C. I'm going to try to paste them. Well, I pasted them, but didn't put them underneath the new panel. Okay, and I'm just going to drag these down to here. That's 6 of the 11 we need. So we need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to duplicate this time, Control D, and there we go. Alrighty. Let's see here. So first off, I'm going back over to this control so I can select things easily. I'm going to rename them. Label preset in, label shape in, label gravity, label speed, label character Y, label smoothing, label gen height, label max height, label scale, label seed, label chunk span. Now I need to put the actual text over here. I'm going to go ahead and rename our drop-down DDL, drop-down list, input mode. Okay, now we need to add some input fields. Add just one right now. We'll call it, first one, IF preset in. We'll give it a width of 100. And I am going to set it up to there and just drag it right down here next to the preset. Then I'm going to duplicate it 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they got a number next to it, so. And line them all up. Not really lined up perfectly, but I don't really care. If you do, I'm sorry. Alright, these last two go down here. I misselected. Grab this one. Alright, I am going to rename them. F2, rename it. Alrighty, I'm going to select all of them, and I am going to, on the onValue change, I'm just going to pump a new method in there and drag the comment over to it. Let's go add our code.